in. This team has my full attention, and they deserve it after the win in Group
Okay,
B.
chat, we're getting in the game.
Wait for it. No Cocoa today, Vicky. All Wakanda.
Dang, again, the back to
Jay's
back.
getting
we are
old. He can't see like he used to. To be honest with you, my eyes, even though when I was young, were bad. I got contacts when I was like, what chat? How old are you when you're in 6th grade? Because I think that's when I got contacts.
Like, if you've watched this entire broadcast, you
12?
should have been able to claim that magic skin, because I believe it takes like roughly 6 hours or so of just view time of the Ignite tournament to be able to collect that. We do see the ban though onto the Emma Frost, and then the torch from the other side. Ego Death saying no way, not today.
Have you seen the
Mellow.
clip of the streamer losing it after a chatter asked
the Mellow ban? I mean, Shroud X is something they didn't do the entire tournament, and thank God that Ego Death was able to see through
She's
the
not
mistakes
feeling
and
so
get
well
Human
right
Torch
now. When she
out
feels
of
better,
there.
I'm sure
And
she'll
we get
stream.
the Emma ban on the inverse with Magneto save, and they go with the Psylocke ban over. Okay, that's
That doesn't make any sense though, because
over Emma.
My brother actually plays the same amount of games as me, and his eyes are fine. My eyes are the ones that are shit. I just don't understand.
Herself, maybe not leaning towards that Black Panther just in case here. While we take a look at what the next band's gonna be, as it's gonna be Ultron, maybe expecting that Emma Frost coming in next.
I like these picks for Ego Death. They're really fueling up their duelists and what they need to do to win the match here. Black Panther being hovered, and oh, come on, Nemesis, let us see it. Let's see that T'Challa at work. Don't get rid of him. It's too soon. We haven't had it in 4 matches, but Wolverine going to be banned on the top side there for Ego Death. And sadly, folks, if you're a viewer that's waiting
up until like
for this
2 years ago, I didn't even realize I lived my entire life blind. Bro, how do you not notice that?
Power up that you could get off of the vibranium out here in Wakanda. Got to put that away real quick. Not going to try to test this out. As we hover over the safety pick, over the Magneto. No Emma Frost safe. Instead, here looking on the other side, also forcing Nemesis to kind of scatter their range just a little bit to see what they want to ban next.
I forgot to tell my editor.
And Emma's still open for them. No ban on Emma yet. Kind of crazy. And also both teams.
I thought everything was supposed to be blurry.
They don't give a dang about that at the moment. They're just going all in, and they're really just trying to get their team right, as they have shut down now 2 of both Self and Zaytek's great heroes here. Interesting decisions. And the Ultron ban was perfect after that torch save, because you're able to just now, get rid of that duo as well.
Dude, they're actually so scared of this guy's fucking Black Panther.
Coming out on the Emma, rather, actually, no, not on the other Emma Frost, because you have that still over into the south.
It's 6 a.m. here, and I had no sleep. Am I cooked? Yeah, GG's, bro. You better be able to do a quick nap.
Are they just trying to bait out a Mantis ban here, potentially? I mean, we've seen Nemesis, though, play it on Dom, and heck, we've seen today, every single team that played the triple res comp pretty much won, right? We saw that game after game here from Shroud X as well. Mantis, though, gonna be banned, and now they have access to Emma.
And Mag. That is actually. Have we been able to see both come through? Actually, I
don't think so.
Yeah.
At least it's been a while.
Here, baby.
Right? We have not seen that in quite some time, especially in America here. I mean, yeah, they get the lineup of their choice, but interesting enough, let's see what they select to do. This is crazy. Look at this.
Imagine being so good at Black
Panther,
they ban your Black Panther, even though Black Panther's like not really good.
Dang, this was the biggest checkmate right here too. So do you linger over this, the Magneto play potentially here too, or do you want to just roll out with the Hulk first, make some swap ups? It looks like I'm already expecting this to go crazy right now. I'm expecting this series specifically, we were talking about in the podcast, to go the distance. I'm surprised.
No, please don't go the
distance. Played out for today.
Please don't go the distance, bro.
We've had the best moral rivals action at the top level.
Oh, you should not go to the gym today if you have no sleep, bro. That's not good.
Your own pick'ems, because we currently have the chat saying that they expect Team Nemesis to take it at 62% for this first map.
Oh, we're getting a match 3. I can guarantee you that. If it's anything like, I don't know, the first 3 matches,
Jay, you fell off after the divorce back in 2014.
Brother, interview, if they ban Panther,
I was 18, 19 years old in 2014. What was I marrying, bro? My left hand?
Who can win? Are we going to get another non-org team like Techie Advance, or just Team Nim going to get the job done once again after the reverse sweep? As Zaytex is on Psylocke, that's what we want to see. Sample on the dive, Soko on Mag. Love this matchup.
We're expecting to. Playing Ring Around the Rosie. Between the Hulk being up on the high ground, Sambo, of course, being on that Venom, as to be expected. But I also like this roundabout rotate to get onto the point, playing off this high ground, looking at.
It's almost 1 a.m. and this cat is still playing, bro. I don't know how this guy has so much energy. What it feels to be young again.
Kraz can get the jump here on Self. He's done such a good job this tournament, getting rid of those flyers. Sambo going right into the action as he's repping that white skin here. Love to see it here, going right for Mello, who's now on Winter Soldier. We've seen Kraken Impact make the impact this tournament so far, and wow, Mello gets gets the fast E-limb on Zaytex, scattered to follow on Soko Vicky. Right now, it's all gas for Nemesis.
Melophobia is playing. Wait, did he say mommy puts her little boys to sleep? Why does he have that as his fucking screensaver?
Something puts to sleep is what I saw.
What?
Human Torch puts down, I don't know, Heroes to Slave. Madman, love to see it. As now we've got the first cap going pretty definitively there to Nemesis. Amadian, we've seen do great work on Hella. Glad to see them back on it. And really, Kraz on Hulk just opens up so much for this team. Back cap trying to go for Ego, though.
Ricky was one shot and almost just lost out right there. Sambo was able to hit those first initial shots as Sambo tries to go in for that back cap. This splits up the attention of Team Nemesis. Now, while they focus up on the front lines, they were able to get that first pick. Sambo, by the way, still alive here, going to be able to fully dive in together with the
I can't believe that
Ego
person's
Death, though, and they
screensaver
also
said,
have the
mommy
reset
puts
here
her
from
little
far
boys
with
to
the invisible
sleep.
boundary.
What was that,
Yeah,
bro?
great staggering of the ults and the patience here. Ego Death is going off here with Zaytex, getting a lot of the early picks and staggers, but we do have Hulk smashing what he does best. Krazman trying to just get the stall on the monster. Hulk there doing a good job at it, 56%. Already thus far momentum we've seen creates momentum for the team, keeping the team alive. Great patience from Ego Death as well, and cleaning up and firmly. Great job there as they take the point.
Zaytex just had a whole buffet right now of Team Nemesis. Just grouped all three of those together before dealing the finishing blow here. But a great look because they also have two of the
Jay, I
ultimates
remember
coming
your
up.
stream back in September
That got us a death, just more like
1983.
the point to her. Great job.
Get out of here,
Just,
bro.
Honestly, Zaytex too.
Wasn't even
just plays
born.
so many
Shut up,
different
chat. I'm not
heroes
that
and
old.
On Hella. Great job to match it. Love that from them. Soko now with the meteor in that can do plenty. Counter the Hella. You can maybe defend the point a bit better there against one of the Strats ults. But Nemesis doesn't have anything in the tank in terms of surviving. So Self can put on the pressure here. And he does.
Oh, and then you together with the Supernova as well, the Goddess of Death to be answered right back.
Oh my
Maybe
god,
over
he
to the side, Self
you
again.
can kill a Hella that fast
Oh,
and
the
ult
Grand
just by
Slam
yourself
puts
as
a stop to that.
Oh my
Together
god.
with Zaytex, there you talk about the synergy following up together as Team Nemesis are looking to try to re-engage after this reset.
Zaytex doesn't throw thorns, he throws goodbyes. I mean, just insane work there with perfect precision. And right now, outside of the first point, it's been all Team Ego Death, and they've been able to stagger their ultimates in such a way that they're almost ready for this next fight. Far getting close here with the invisible boundary. Right now, Melo the only thing to be clicking here for Team Nemesis. Ricky and Dink still really far behind here on their ult scatter, maybe in time, but they're going to push this main point. Right now, if you're Ego Death, you just want to keep holding W.
Oh, no way. That's a huge first pick in favor for Ego Death. Now, look at this. Now they've completely circled around as both of the backline members, as you add a Madian, find themselves dropping back to the spawn. This is
I wonder why only
unable
some
to
players have their
utilize
face cam
that
and some
cracking
players do.
feedback
Are they
for
like
the second
embarrassed
team
of
fight in a
face
row.
cams or something?
Magneto, are you absolute insane? The bulk damage, the limbs, the clutch, Soko. Craziness as we have Self now trying to throw up that barrier and put a little bit of damage in, and right now Team Nemesis has just not been able to get the ults they need, the teamwork, and honestly it's just been the stagger
Wow,
so far.
Ego Death has bro.
Oh my god.
They literally couldn't touch a single toe on that point.
Hey, bro,
Like, they were
anything is
just getting
possible.
shut
Listen, anything
down
is
and
possible,
down
chat.
after them
Team Nemesis
coming
can
out
win
of that
this.
choke. Like, that was just individual terror, just tearing apart the individuals of that other team.
Yeah, it's like Zaytex isn't even allowing a team fight. He's just hosting funerals. It's crazy how well he's able to get these staggers, as he well deserves the ace. 8 limbs, 15-1, 8k damage. Self and him are having a little contest between one another. And if you're Ego Death, my gosh, I'm telling you, they're feast or famine. Right now, they're feasting.
Oh my god,
Nemesis,
Ego
you
Death
can
is
before
actually
reset,
farming. Holy
reload.
shit, look at the
Let's see what they
stats.
have.
That's
Jesus
starting
Christ.
But that goes pretty on brand with the Goddess of Death, and then the way
I
that
told you
Zaytex
not to
is playing
sleep on
alongside
Ego.
that with
Nick,
Self,
who do you
can
know
see
that's on
the
Ego, bro?
synergy
Who do you
and
know
the
that's on
backup
Ego?
coverage that Zaytex
Or are
is
you just
putting in
cheering for
to help
Ego because I
enable
said Team
Self
Nemesis
just
is probably
setting
gonna
up
win?
a lot of these Supernovas as well, and now they have so many different ultimates going into this first fight to match up
Momentum is
against
my
Nemesis.
boy, really? I saw him on the
Yeah,
ladder the other
absolutely.
day and I
That's gonna
said I
give
wished
them
him
the
good
benefit
luck.
of winning fights
So
in the
technically,
neutral and
maybe
getting
my
those
good
Soko
luck
eliminations that we just saw
is
from
making him
Magneto.
win.
I mean, it's been the winning teams have had one thing in common, and it's those
Why do
early
torch players
picks
melee?
with Mag,
when you
and
melee
then
in the air, it
complementing
changes your
sandwich with the
hitbox.
purple
It makes you
meteor
harder to
throwing down
hit.
here. As now Self 89%, everybody locked in. Ricky and Dinks finally have those sub ults, but it's gonna be matched up with Soko's.
Combo 2 just jumping right in with the Venom before swinging Array tries to pull the Venom, which is important to highlight because that does cancel out trying to sling around on that web. Instead, great positioning from Zaytex actually does force out momentum and having the fate of both worlds. And it's going to be a dance-off from both sides with Dinks too. Psionic Seduction now from Scatter, but everyone's playing split around these different pillars. The Meteor tries to find his spark, but Mellow skates by on the other side of the stairs.
Everything coming out at once. They try to do the Luna boost into the Venom ult, but great job and awareness there from Team Nim as Crazeman going in. One of the last to throw the ults in. Extermination to follow. They get the pick now on both strategists. Every single Q pressed. One team coming out of it, and it's going to be Team Nim.
Yeah, the way that Kraz was just navigating around, swinging and sliding around all of Ego Death, had the empty water bottles on my desk literally come tumbling down as I made a little jump right there too. So Team Nemesis now finally get to take this point.
For me to pick him
and
up.
That was a pretty long fight too, because that was them releasing everything from the ultimates that they built from within the first round.
Yeah, they did. They threw everything, and ult for ult, blow for blow, they came out standing. And in a clash of chaos, finding the clarity is what you need to do in Rivals, and sometimes that can be easier said than done. As Sumble jumps in immediately, and hey, we saw this just happen. Nemesis got 50%.
And if you didn't know, it also makes your ammo come back faster. Does it actually make your ammo come back faster? That's crazy.
Is with Team Nim.
Oh, great first pick, though, and taking advantage of the Emma Frost fully with these command grabs when you're playing against the Emma Frost in a matchup in these close, tight corridors. That's just going to be the reset, by the way, here, too. Sombo is going to be able to come right back together with Ego Death because Team Nemesis are leading the way with nearly 50%.
What a fun and different team comp. We got a little Hulk, little Ultron in there. Why not throw Bucky Barnes to join the show? Nemesis is playing so different than what we've seen.
Wait, why does it make your shot come back on cooldown faster?
In Wakanda, we do have Supernova though ready, 50%.
How's Boba? Boba is running around like a crackhead.
Diving in. Both Ricky and Dinks are still kind of far. This is your chance to collapse, but if Nim can get a pick here, it's going to really spell doomed. And here it is, Kraken Impact.
See if they can finally enable this one, though, but they back away almost immediately, almost trying to force that out as a Supernova is unleashed within that tiny room. Invisible Boundary, the dance-off as well with the fate of both worlds. To answer that from Deets as Ricky is slowly approaching their own Invisible Boundary. Momentum, they swap sides. The dance of the butterflies as far gets the push.
How's your day going? I am very tired. These games have been fantastic, though.
Huge first pick.
The forward push is insane.
Been streaming for 14 hours. Oh, nice dodge.
Throw down the connection. Sogo does not get it, and in turn, Nemesis is flipping the script. Self though does get the pick on Mellow. That's going to open them up, and Zaytex follows through as well. 99%, and it's going to look like though Ego Death can flip it at the last moment. But Krasman, he flew off the map from far, but he's back as the Hulk, and Ricky gets swallowed up by the symbiote.
Guess who's back here? Trying to stay alive with overtime taken away, but it's taking so much away from Nemesis as Ego Death.
Told you guys, Nemesis is they're not a team to mess with, bro.
Every single map is razor thin. The margin from these 8 teams in America is so crazy close. You couldn't ask for anything.
Do you do 13-hour streams all the time? Not all the time, but
exactly
sometimes.
Like what I thought a Hulk player would look like, just leading it all the way. Full concentration here, 15% to 99. This would be huge for Ego.
Yeah, money shot. Wait, money shot mage. I feel like I've seen you on the ladder before.
The Kraken Impact ready to go here. Still getting enabled by the rest of the team with Madian being on that Ultron. Another one of those flex utilities that Team Nemesis plays into a Madian's strengths here. Looking behind just to make sure they can try to catch Zaytex just in case Zaytex.
Do I ever see myself in a tournament? I don't know, chat. I don't know, man.
Reading Mellow screen is cracking me up into color in the battle of ultimates here. As they're throwing out the swords, can they get the limbs? Nothing connected, but Zaytex does end up getting huge, absolute massive. That's gonna shift and help them win this fight yet again. Ego Death itself.
That guy just fucking jumped straight off the map, bro.
Two picks into having the Supernova for this next fight is huge when Team Nemesis are still standing at 99%.
Love when the heroes stay still out there fight because you just know the person behind the hero is just like
easy full hold. Really.
Somebody get the fire extinguisher yourself. He's going off, making a barbecue of this team so far. 99%, 66. It's getting close to that reverse 99 that we've seen. Nemesis, they were the ones with the reverse sweep, but it could now go to Ego Death here as Self throws down the Supernova.
Uh-oh, gonna be able to feast off of this one. Everybody's like a can of sardines stuck together. You dance it off with the fate of both worlds to get through the supernova to try to recontest because they're nearing 90% after flipping this point, by the way, at 0%. 0 to 100 situation while Scatter jumps down from the high ground.
If Ego Death
just
wins
trying
this
to
team
control
fight,
more of this space, while Sambo then slides away, jumps away, focuses on Kraz, and now we have a 99.99%.
Oh shit, they had Luna ult too.
More reenacted. Look at these heroes fight at it as they're pushing him to the high ground. And Torch boils, he fakes, he burns, he's serving hot here. Zatex with the fall through Sambo and Soko, the vanguards. Everybody wants a piece of the pie. As now Ego Death.
Wow, there's no way Ego Death took this away from Team Nemesis, bro.
Mommy puts her little boy to sleep, but it's Mello being put to sleep in this case here with the way that Ego Death has now started off this series pretty interestingly. But after the series that we've had today, I'm not surprised they take map number 1.
Bro, why are all the teams that lost like in the that looked very weak in the last one looking so strong right now?
Marvel rivals, the Heat turned up all the way. They banned this going in. Self instead, he believes in the Ignite and what he could do to ignite his team. Again, Ego Death coming off just an absolute collapser in the lower bracket, but this team believes.
Wait, is Ego Death on unsigned team still? Holy shit! Maybe hopefully they get signed. Yo, Bosin, appreciate the massive prime sub.
28 total E-limps here with the follow-up and almost even damage between Zatex and Self. There's that follow-up together, and then Sambo just disrupting the piece. But then if you look like Kraz with less than 10k damage, Kraz just did not have fun on that second round. I mean, the numbers and stats for Team Nemesis in general, looking at those deaths, but Kraz specifically was just not having a good time on that second round.
No. 5 and 7. It was rough there. Definitely a game you don't want there. You know, Zatex is hitting himself like, hey, I deserve that MVP, all right? I had 500 more damage and more final hits. But no, it's going to Self. Both, though, could definitely get... You know, we've talked about them. We've talked about them.
Does anyone staying awake for the Oceania or the Asia teams playing? Bro, I feel like some of those games are probably fucking insane to watch. But that's happening at 5 a.m. my time. There's no way I can watch that.
And honestly,
how are the games over there?
They strategized at the right time, and their ult play was perfect.
And that's without the actual team up with the Emma Frost too, right? The mental projection.
Wait, yeah, because of an Asia time zone. How are the games in Asia?
Whereas on the other side, Team Nemesis couldn't play into that mental projection despite
they have to
Emma
be
Frost
insane
because Psylocke was banned from their part. So Ego Death has absolutely been doing their homework, and if they extinguish the fire that is Mellow sometimes and trying to work into these strengths, we saw this Nomura a little late going into the second round. And
wait, what time is it for you right now? Because it's 11:30 for me. It's 12:30 a.m. for me.
0 to 100 in favor for Ego Death in that second round.
Yeah, and
come on, Jay, stay awake till 5 a.m. Hell no, Chad, I love my sleep.
Craftsman played the Hulk. I think that's what they were expecting. So also, you know, the team, the org that doesn't have the coach, that doesn't have everything behind them.
Wait, they play Squirrel Girl? Really? In what do you call it?
Definitely shocking. Team Nim, though,
on the Asia servers, they're playing Squirrel Girl? That's fucking awesome.
2 in the grand finals against Sentinels, and hey, they pulled it off pretty firmly there. But hey, this is exactly what I expect, Vicky. And we're getting.
Does anyone know what time he'll be live? Who, me? I'll be live tomorrow, same time like I was today.
Which is gonna be chaos.
Like around 10:30 a.m. EST.
I know they're working in overtime today specifically. I guess that's how you start off the playoffs for all the good reasons here in high-level Marvel Rivals Ignite action in the Americas region. I feel like this is probably the longest that we've been able to go on our broadcast, and I'm not tired one bit because we just get non-stop action like that.
Bro,
let's not forget
I cannot imagine being these two casters non-stop talking for 6 fucking hours, bro. That is insane.
More so, like watching from couch to competition, that is the dream. That's what you want to see. Guys, we have match 2. Nemesis, they picked the map. It's been Clintar lately. We'll have to see what they go with. Don't go anywhere. We're gonna go on a quick break before we go to the action.
That is fucking insane, bro. Oh yeah, these guys, they get paid. They get paid the cast, obviously. Okay, chat, who do you guys think is gonna win? Team Nemesis or Ego? If Ego loses his next game and we go to a 2-1. Ay. Do you not do that for a living? Nah. Casters, listen, I stream, but casters are a different talent, bro. Casters, have you guys tried casting? Like, do this. Next game, try casting. Try doing what they do. You can. It is very hard to nonstop call everything that is going on in the fight with the correct names for all the abilities and ults, because that's what they have to do. They have to say the correct abilities and ults. I don't even know the fucking map names. And the player names. Yeah, and the player names. Nah, that's too much for me, bro. When does it get to the best of 5? I think it gets to the best of 5 in the playoffs. I mean, not playoffs. The best of, when it gets down to probably the final 4, final 2. How did FlyQuest lose? Bro, if you missed any of these games right here, the first 3, you have missed some of the best Marvel Rivals that I have ever seen in my life. That FlyQuest game was absolutely crazy. The Envy game was absolutely crazy. The 100 Thieves game came down to the last fucking fight. Crazy. It was some insane Marvel Rivals. I don't think best of 5 happens tomorrow, no. I think tomorrow's best of 3s, though. Wait, don't you need to restart your stream at the 12-hour mark for VODs? On YouTube, yeah, but to be honest with you, I don't usually restart my VODs. If it's not restart, it's not restart. Unfortunate. Do you have a favorite team rooting for win the tournament? I wouldn't say I have a favorite team. It's more like I have friends on some teams and I want my friends to win, because I mean, to be honest with you, I don't want to see my friends lose. Wait, playoffs June 26th to June 29th. Double elimination bracket, upper bracket, quarterfinals are best of 3. Rest of the matches, excluding grand finals, are best of 5. Grand finals are best of 7. Oh, so maybe we do get best of 5s. That means tomorrow the matches are going to even go longer. Unless we don't do all the matches tomorrow.
What's going on, guys, and welcome back. I've got a fever, and the only prescription is potentially Black Panther, Vicky, and my gosh, we head into match 2. And I gotta right away say, I said that Ego Death, they don't have a coach. I don't know how I forgot about
Ego Death doesn't even have a coach, and they fucking won. Oh my god. Actually, I'm cheering for Ego Death.
Clutch word, like
unsigned, uncoached. I want Ego Death to win.
Ego Death succeed out here, because we've mentioned this before. We talked about it on the Cozy Cast podcast, Cozy, where this is a team where everybody knows what they have. They've revealed all their cards. But if they went through the hyperbolic,
same thing like today. There was 4 matches today.
They need to work
thank you.
And iron out different comps, bringing out something
you
that
suck,
other
Jay.
teams do not
Wait,
expect.
what?
This could easily be their ride. This is a best of 3 right now.
Yeah, absolutely. And we are going to Midtown, which is if you guys have been watching the whole matchups here, something a little bit different. No Yggdrasil from map 2, wouldn't you believe? As we do head
going
into the bans
Midtown
again, we're gonna see how things change.
Wait, they said they didn't have a coach.
Mellow ban right off the rip, and yep, they're doing. It looks like just that. Both teams.
All right, respect from both sides. Put that
They just said
torch
they didn't have a coach.
away after the action that we just saw from Self. I mean, I don't blame them. Combine that together with Zaytex as the safety over the Emma Frost is prioritized for Ego Death.
Yeah, they banned like 4 heroes against Self, but you know what? They left Johnny available, and Johnny stormed. Well, he stormed, man. He did a good job. Emma getting the save there for Ego Death. Soko has done a great job on that, and now that's going to open up. Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
Psylocke, who was... That's exactly what I was about to say. Guess who was on that? Nemesis.
Yeah, I'm not surprised there. We see that on the other side. They're like, yeah, put that away. No torch that we saw from Self. No Psylocke from Zaytex. They had the opportunity, at least this time, to have the Emma Frost, so I'm not surprised to see that Psylocke banned immediately.
Yeah, 2 duelists to open up, though. I mean, this just allows the teams to have complete control in Vanguards and Strategists, as they're going to go for the ban on Kraz, man.
Wow.
I like that a lot. You know, they could go with the Emma ban, but no, Hoth ban being
Do you
first,
live stream
that
yourself
is a tip of
gaming?
the cap and respect, and it shows
Yes.
that they think Kraz obviously plays best on Hoth.
And if Kraz felt like, oh, okay, actually, it was a little juke real quick. Just try to break your neck, and seeing that they actually opt for the Psylocke, maybe hovering to see if they want to target Kraz. But I like how you bring that up, because if Kraz didn't look like Kraz could play the game in that first map, well, now you won't be able to lean into your strength with the whole
They banned Black Panther, bro.
You know what, guys? I hope you were there for the first group stage. That's when you got your King of Wakanda action. Black Panther banned yet again for Self. I bet you Self has just stopped practicing Panther for now. He knows what's coming already. But they said if he's banned, they win, and they just did. So there's definitely merit to that. Last ban here, and we've got the save going to Magneto. I like that there. Nope, over to Cloak. These teams are the last second. They're changing their minds here. Often we don't see the hover and the switch, Vicky. We are here.
When you get a little scared and you see like, what, 5 seconds left
Adam
on that
Warlock
clock for
prevent
that
the triple
final
res
save or
team
band,
count. Okay.
it could get a little dicey out here as we hover over the Adam Warlock. I do really like this to prevent the res comp from coming out this time around on the second map.
Yeah, respect there and tip of the cap. Like what they did. A lot of teams elect to ban Mantis. They're going to go more just straight to the man that is responsible for the team up in Adam. And they want Salmo to stay on this Venom. I don't know if Nemesis would ban
I don't think you want
Venom,
that food.
so
I'll
the
give you new
save
food tomorrow.
It's interesting here, but you know, by what we've seen, maybe they're just hovering and switching over quickly to like a Luna or whatever. Maybe the Loki. No, they do keep with the Venom, and so we can expect now to see, if you're looking at the lineup, Wolverine. They have not banned Wolverine. Will this last ban go to Wolf? It looks like it's going to go to Frank.
Oh, they're thinking about
Hey,
it.
Jay,
They're
will you be
pondering.
streaming for
Do they
3-ish
use
more
it up
hours?
on a strategist?
I've
that
been
is
streaming for
running the
14
snow
hours,
here?
bro.
The
I don't
Loki's
even think
still
I'm
on the
gonna-
table, too.
As soon as
And,
this
they get rid
series
of
is
the
done,
Luna
I'm
snow.
outta
If
here.
They can't focus on the Loki. At least they won't have the full 24 seconds of
How you doing?
immortality.
Look at that respect to the dive. Both Panther and Psylocke ban and Human Torch. The triple duel is going down. And here's the thing. Somble can play the thing very well when Self does play Wolverine. I'm surprised Somble's not flexing there. He obviously loves his Venom play that he can do. Soko, though, got Emma. So this is a dangerous duo here. Self is going to go off here on Wolf. We've seen it once before. Zaytex, we've seen as well. Kind of like Avery does for Tech.
Jay, the part-time streamer? How am I part-time? I've been at 14 hours.
It isn't the Storm. We've already seen through the Punisher, the Psylocke here, the triple
Oh, you're on my
duelist band
computer,
showing
kitty.
that respect as we start things off with a little bit of a different pace, getting right into the nitty-gritty of the town.
Oh, I love you.
And
I
Somble
love
showing
you.
why Venom
I
is
love
every
you.
bit still in the meta conversation of a hero. And
Wow, what?
even lock of 50%. My gosh, I thought I saw
You
everything
ever
today,
gonna go
Vicky,
back
but
to
I guess not.
Overwatch? I literally played Overwatch
This
like
is
2
just
days
getting
ago.
hyper and hyper. You guys are about to make me lose. I mean, it's not even you guys at home. It's literally these teams are making Cozy and I lose our voice from how hype all these matches have been. Like that smiley face on the squirrel, complete opposite. I'm more just locked in, forehead planted on top of the piano.
Okay,
to
Nick,
look
let's
at
see
how
this,
this
bro.
action is gonna play out right now with the setup.
Shout out to the entire team behind the scenes here, putting on a show, and it's a long one at that. Zaytex opening up with Storm here, and right away, this team is just coming out on all cylinders here, and wow, it's gonna be the pick from Ricky on Zaytex. That's gonna be a huge opening for the defense there, but Self is going to be able to get that Magneto in the room. Mello just trying to get out. Mello on Magneto, by the way, very interesting.
Yeah, actually, that's a good call out right here because it's the triple Vanguard hold. We have seen this before, especially on this map. So I like the call when you try to play defensively here. That's why they have the rocket too, just to bring back that one player that goes down first immediately afterwards. And Self is already trying to put in the pressure over to the other side.
Yeah, we got the Penny Parker siding, guys. This is just a great way on this map, on this first point only, to lock down a room and give your team that extra bit of panic room to jump into if needed to. Throw it down, clobber in time. Nemesis,
I mean, triple tank and triple support is really good to full hold someone.
Completely follow from the clobbering time to find 3. It's a reset back to the drawing board for Ego Death.
It's a really good full holding comp.
Outside the spawn room doors.
Yeah, looking at the ults now, both teams are going to be just about matched. We're going to see both queues on display. It's a birthday and a blender here as everything's getting started now. Madian going in with the ult on a rocket into the internal bottom. Momentum up goes Mellow and down with the connection on Self in air like a firework.
Yo, your Ego Death team might actually get full health, bro.
The Cloak and Dagger when actually I want to focus down on Self, who by the way goes out with the Wolverine ult to follow up here. Team Nemesis have been staggering these ults beautifully.
I'm actually really surprised the team's running Penny. Oh, they have this whole thing pennied off.
We just saw Dix with the Eternal Bond.
Yeah, I would say Scatter has an ult, but come on, it's Penny Parker. But Ricky there with the Fate of Both Worlds can be great to keep everything up. But look at this, they don't even need it. They're just winning in the pure neutral right now. If you're Ego Death, 2 minutes off the clock, you haven't even moved the point a centimeter. You guys got to figure out.
Holy shit, there's a lot of mines right there. Holy fuck.
Ults. Zaytex is going to go to Punisher. I like that swap off. But look at this, they don't even need ults. They're just getting the neutral.
Wondering here what Sambo could do. Being on this Venom, making it a very tough to try to even find an opportunity with these Penny nests from inside the door, having to be close range instead. And the Penny ult that you were talking about, just trying to find some space. Berserk gone away, actually, as Self just blows up.
That's why they allow the Wolverine with the Penny Parker here just diving the Berserker Rage right into it. But hey, we saw what Derek can do on Punisher. Zaytex trying to get a little final judgment action himself.
And they finally got out of their spawn in two and a half minutes, chat.
This has been
there's a lot of maps where
they had to take out everything
like to run
and
triple tank, triple support
it
in the
was
beginning of the
Zaytex
game, and it forces
out,
like
on the Punisher,
usually it forces around 3-4 team fights on first point.
Seeing as the portal plays are opened up just
usually 3. It forces like 3 team fights on first point.
Yeah, we saw the same thing, I believe, from Envy, right? With the 3 Vanguards, the 3 supports, just so much happening and trying to stop an onslaught of healing and self-protection. Self, though, does get that pick on Mellow, who does portal in. That's a huge pick early here to open things up. We got the Symbiote ult. Can he get the big hit? No. Clobber time lands down. Dazes, it confuses, but the Symbiote is back in action, slowing down as now we've got the Eternal Bond going in with Dink. Sample does his ult, unable to connect. And unfortunately, Zaytex, though, right back at it. He's got the final judgment. Team pushing back. Terror Cape goes out, puts it percentage on Vicky.
Oh, see if they can find the opportunity now, jumping in with a judgment, right? Wrapping around the corner as Mellow is trying to slice and putting the pressure as Sam will manage to get right back into the safety of the rest of Ego Death. Time ticking away. You got less than 15 seconds on the clock, and you're still trying to get this payload to the checkpoint. But you find the shotgun shot onto Ricky, and the C on top of it with Ego Death just walking the dog with the payload.
Yeah, with that Rocket Raccoon coming in clutch now, getting that revive, and it's so important.
I feel like Wolverine is overrated against a triple tank strat. No, Wolverine is really good.
They need to they have plenty of time to do so, but overtime going down, everything is clicking for Nemesis.
Yo,
we saw this happen with oh my gosh.
Yo, what did you say about Ego Death winning on this map because this is their map?
And
where's Nick
that's
at?
with the Emma Frost from Soko not even able to land that psionic seduction in terms of what we saw from the other side of a full hold from Team Nemesis before they could even see the opportunity, the light of day of getting to that first checkpoint. Huge swap ups and a big hold here for Team Nemesis with the rocket, with the penny. It also just completely dented into Ego Death's time bank when Samba was just trying to figure out a way.
The comp might be boring, but it gets shit done. 3 tanks, 3 supports is a viable team comp.
Hey guys, what the hell? What do we do? Like that was insane. Like, let's figure something out. But yeah, they spent more time in the respawn room than they did out on the floor. Great job there from Nemesis, going crazy. And speaking of, hey, ban my Hulk. I'll go off on the thing. 10k damage.
Wait, that's about dirty
I believe
work.
we had some penny in there. Just insane job
for you to enjoy. Yo, wait,
right?
Espa came out a new. Espa came out with a new song.
What someone wants to
W.
offer, even hovering over like nothing. Seeing, you know, the Venom having some trouble, you have to stick onto this Magneto. The fact that you have both Magneto and Emma Frost available to you just allows you to try to take advantage of this.
Sounded like someone went, what?
Does this play into Sambo's comfort zone?
It's been 3 weeks. We have not seen Magic step foot out these doors. Maybe it's for the drops. I don't know. Self can play it all.
Oh, wow.
We're about to get some Magic action from Self here. You ban all my heroes. I'm coming out with something new. This guy's put on a show, and I mean, the thing is, they're going to have to really have an incredible defensive effort to get any chance.
Ego Death is running
the
Magic.
special, going right for the hella. Zatex is going to be down and out.
Oh, we just witnessed a whole crime scene right there. Mello with the assassination onto Zatex too. Self being on the Magic, it's not a drill. It is actually happening right now. The Magic is out on the table from Self, and once again proving that Self just cycles through these different heroes on these dive compositions. But Soko going down next is a bad sign here for the space that Team Nemesis is building up.
Gone in the blink of an eye. I mean, this match was over before it even began. I told you this team is feast or famine, and right now
it's not over yet. It's not over yet, bro. It's not over yet.
From the famine that was Ego Death on this match, 1.98.
Oh my god, bro. Oh my god. Oh my god.
The speed run through match 2, and wow.
How long did that take? That was the kidnap 2 was just like the cherry on top, just letting everybody know, like, you really are not touching this point. You could open up as many portals as you want, but they just got
to make sure you didn't touch the point,
bro. The strats coming out of the gate, starting off on defense. Too.
Every single fucking NA game went to a match 3, a final game, bro.
I've seen from a team in Ignite thus far.
Oh my god, this stream's gonna end over. The stream is gonna go till past 1 a.m., bro.
And did the job ahead of them there. I'm just speechless on how well they played that.
And then we gotta wake up, chat, at like 9, 10 a.m. Get ready and stream for another 13, 14 hours.
Position, and MVP right there proves it.
Also looked like Sambo was just trying to figure out what to work into the Venom.
This is cinema, bro. This is cinema. You cannot ask for better matches that are going on today.
Portal back in.
Yeah, the grind doesn't stop, chat. I want to watch these games. These games are phenomenal.
The Penny, the Triple Vanguard with the Penny and the Rocket, you just bring somebody back in with the Rocket BRB, and then you re-engage, and you the goal with that comp is to literally
and I get to spend more time in Boba, right, Boba? Oh, never mind. Boba rather just eat food.
I mean, maybe it would have looked different. They saved Venom. They could have saved Luna that got banned there.
Yes.
Last,
does each
so
team get to choose a map? Yes. So how it starts is usually all the teams start out on a cost map that they know is going to happen. And usually they get to practice that map because that's the map that they know that they're going to play. Blah blah blah. After the first map, whoever loses gets to pick the next map. So if you lose, you get to pick the next map, and I think pick the side that you want to start on. And if you lose again, well then you get to pick the next map after that.
These teams, they want LAN desperately. They want to fight in what is history for Marvel Rivals, and they're showing it, Vicky.
Here you go with the stats, highlighting Ricky with the plays. It was all a team effort, and Ricky with the sustainability alongside of.
Look at that MVP, just 12 and 2 with 13,000 healing.
And Ricky only dying twice, while Dinks had only gotten killed one other time. So this is the sustainability from the backline where they were holding it down in combination with that rocket that I believe we saw from Omadian.
Yeah,
wait, what? Tim was on a 13-hour stream. What's Tim doing for 13 hours?
This team can adapt pretty much better than anyone in the tournament. We saw it with the reverse sweep. You saw it just there. Domination.
He's playing Counter-Strike?
99% they lost, right?
And he was opening 500
foot, and my goodness, are they adapting? Let's see.
Wait, why is Tim playing Counter-Strike all of a sudden?
Can help them out here as we head to match 3.
Yeah, it's crazy, honestly. Just looking at the action that we currently have right now, already 2 maps down. We've truly have had, Cozy, every series go to the final game today. How often has that happened at high-level Marvel Rivals play?
Not often enough, honestly. And we've seen things come close here, but definitely, you know, nothing quite to this magnitude. And all I know is it paints an insane lower bracket. You know, you can call it the loser bracket. No, it's pure entertainment. And then the upper bracket,
that's why he's playing. Is he actually playing because of an
It's got dominant teams, kind of everything that you're looking for in the America region.
No, it doesn't say ad. It just says
on to land.
There's no ad on the stream.
Now, guys, don't go anywhere. One more match is going to determine the outcome. I'm going to take a quick break, and then we'll be right back.
Bro, why? I don't understand. Did someone here play Counter-Strike? Can someone help me do this? Why do people spend so much money? Like, Tim the Tatman has bought like 500 crates just to open. Why? I just don't understand that. I just don't understand. Bro, it's pixels. I don't know, man. I don't no. Same reason why we buy skins in Overwatch and Rivals? No, bro. And unlike Marvel Rivals and Overwatch, you can resell the stuff that you get in Counter-Strike, right? People spent thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars, maybe even millions for like a skin in Counter-Strike, which I don't understand, bro. All the streamers get paid hella by gambling companies. Yeah, that... I don't know. I would never take a gambling sponsorship, man. Unless I tell my chat straight up, hey, this is a gambling sponsorship, don't gamble. That's the only way I would... Because I feel like gambling is not something you want to teach fucking, like, people, man, or get your community to do. Even though they do pay probably really well, I don't think selling out to that would be good. Yeah, I don't think gambling is good, bro. Gambling can ruin people, man, or ruin people's lives. Yeah, I don't know. But I think when I was playing Overwatch, I got offered. Remember when Twitch was like having a lot of big like gambling streamers and problems, and then everyone had to go to Kick to do it and all that stuff? During that time, I got offered one, and it is a huge payout, but like, dude, I just don't think doing that to your community is worth it, man. Especially if kids watch you, bro. You don't want to teach kids how, like, gambling and all that shit. I think isn't FanDuel mostly like sports betting? I think sports betting is a little different than actual straight up gambling. I feel like sports betting is probably like on the line that I feel like is fine, but like not anything more than that. Because my brother did a lot of sports betting. I told him no. I told my brother the only sports betting I would ever have him do is the bet on that, because it's a meme. I saw it on Twitter and I thought it was fucking funny. Is the person, it's like a WNBA player chat, and have you guys seen the people who always vote or always gamble on whether this person's gonna make their first shot or not, and they always say no, and they start like winning so much? Angel Reese, there you go. That shit is so fucking funny. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? Those guys who always like stream themselves watching the game and like, what do you call it? And then watch the shot and cheer. That shit is funny, bro. I don't know. I think sports betting is fine though. I think that's as far as I would go.
What's going on,
like,
guys, and welcome
though.
back for the final time. That break was longer than the last match, Vicky.
Wait, she put a cease and desist on the company to remove the line?
And we've got yet another match 3, and it's at Central Park, which now makes 3 of the 4 match 3s come down to New York.
Yeah, that was Team Nemesis saying that maybe they were a little tired. They've watched everyone have their fun. They obviously, you know, had to take this the distance. And just to highlight there, within your own respective
What's
games,
up, baby?
you see the
Oh my
3-3
god,
hold,
what a jump. Did you guys see that?
It's actually not very
Holy
easy,
shit.
but their positioning, it was just amazing.
He jumped
like,
from
it
that
denied
fucking
any
chair all the way over here to his
Sabo,
fucking bed.
I also feel like making
Right here.
these changes
He did from there to
earlier
here.
would have maybe helped out Ego to figure out things better, but it just looked a little lost after coming out of that pick and ban phase. And
you want to go to
looking at the hole
night-night?
that we saw.
Want to go night-night
Yeah,
soon? No, you have
just
so
the
much
team
energy.
that can adapt. We're going to see if Ego Death can do the same. I mean, really, Zaytex and Self, they do so much for that team. So if you just ban against them and force their hero pool, it just opens up that potential to win a little bit more. But Central Park can go either way, and it does favor Dive a little bit, but it also favors the Sky. I don't think we're going to get any Johnny Storm, that's for sure, but we could see some different comps here. Now, Somble Venom did not work that time around, but I do think in Central Park, it could possibly, guys, as we head into this match.
I think there's a guy in Florida that bets a couple thousand every year on whether or not a Category 4 or higher Hurricane hits, and if he wins, it's basically enough to cover house repairs,
and we're
if he
here
loses, it's
to
just
help
lost.
the script writers cozy
It's
as
just
we
like
get
lost
into
insurance.
our final game.
Jesus.
Hopefully not the speed run that we just witnessed for game number 2, but as you already mentioned too, double torches off the table.
I didn't know that.
After
Give me
how
2 seconds,
Mello
chat.
and friends are able to pull off Wolverine on the last map, why not do it again? So you got the Wolf Lock to start things out. And the Panther's safe. We're gonna get the Black Panther for match 3. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, after seeing whatever that was with the magic, I mean, I saw the attempt, but now we get to see the Black Panther out in full display.
You're so cute.
You love it. And now you get to see the safety pick, but that does take up a safe slot, though, for Ego Death.
Oh my god, wait, they saved Black Panther, chat. Holy
pumped.
shit, we actually might get Black Panther.
T'Challa special over here. Order
Uh-oh.
up itself ready to go. They are going to at least ban Psylocke and try to get Zaytex and what he plays best down a little bit here. Now going into the next ban, it's crucial that these teams nail this. Is Ego Death going to go again? Potentially with that Hulk. Oh yeah, it looks like they could go on that Hulk again, which would be a good ban on this map. He can kind of go crazy and run rampant. Emma, though, is taken from Soko this time around.
Is Black Panther meta now? No, he's not meta. There's just like, there's a guy that's on Ego that just loves running Black Panther, and he's fucking insane at it.
Yeah.
So that's why people ban him.
Over the Luna Snow, yes, that was key though for that previous match. If they would have been able to save the Luna Snow, and that's what they prioritize.
Yeah, that's going to maybe force this Loki ban here. Jitward has got their boys coached up, and it's going to go. Oh yeah, you know, they're making a bait. It's like, oh man, it's a tough decision, because you know what works so well with Self is Somble on Venom. We've seen that almost exclusively when they play that. So at least you got to get one of the two-headed monster, right? One of the heads of the two-headed monster there. And they get a save on Mag with the last one. Absolute crazy. And it's going to force Ego. I like this, though. I like this pick to get rid of the triple res.
This is a very interesting and fun pick and ban like section.
Wait, he's actually running the Black Panther, chat. Oh my god.
So now, all right, do we lean towards that Cloak and Dagger? Do we have the Invisible Woman out in general to have that power up together with the thing, or do you want to rely on something else here if you're Team Nemesis?
Yeah, you know, it's going to be tough to tell here. It's interesting, too, because Somble has played a lot of Captain America to go with Self there. For Nim, obviously, thing is going to be mandatory here. They know what's ahead of them. They know what's about to happen here.
If he doesn't pop off, chat, I feel like they're going to waste that save on that, what do you call it?
Guys, are you not entertained? It might as well be the slogan.
It's going to be a wasted save.
And it all comes down, like it has before, to Central Park. This whole first point can absolute snowball. It was a 50-50 prediction, Vicky. Now it's 62% in favor of Nemesis.
We have been going on 7 hours within the start of our playoffs in Americas. We are going stronger than ever, and you guys have come and you guys have delivered in your pick'ems. It's been a wild day. We've been all on the same roller coaster together, and this is where we put the closing chapter for day
okay, chat, let's see this. This is the last game of the night. This is the last match of the night.
His team wants it so bad, and he knows that he plays a huge part in that.
Everyone's playing from home.
To gaze down upon his opponents as T'Challa would. Now, whole team moving on in. We've got Mello on the fastball special. We saw what he did to open up against Zaytex. Can they do it again?
Oh my god, he fucking took out the first 2 supports that fast on Black Panther. Oh my god.
I just saw the back line just get terrorized, and he gets a
Oh, I wish I could see a replay for that. I wish I could see a replay. I blinked, and both supports are dead.
And what is the T'Challa special? Why you need to ban it? My gosh, that backline vanished quicker than I blinked.
No, bro, that was fucking insane.
That's why I was wondering, you know, like
that was fucking insane, bro.
You're bringing to the table a Median with the Ultron, like you're just floating around, you're seeing your backline getting torn apart by Self, who's already trying to get into position, by the way, up by the high ground, but a nice awareness from Kraz too to just provide some of that extra pressure as Amadian's about to approach that extermination.
Yeah, that's going to help them in. You can't counter Black Panther. You just pray he blinks first as he goes in with the spear and just slides in the dash.
Oh my god, bro. Both supports are dead again.
As Black Panther continues what he does, throwing the spear. Was the mistake made by them not banning Black Panther? Look at this man.
Oh my god.
For the very end, and that's what Ego Death wanted to lean into from the beginning.
How the fuck is this guy so good on this character, bro? That's just disgusting. I'm actually really glad this went to a match 3 now. I'm not even tired. That was disgusting, Chad. I'm awake.
Really rough second game.
It's like Doctor Strange is the surgeon. No, it's actually Black Panther and those surgical pounces and dashes and resets as we've seen now. Team Nim has Meteor Imp. They've got the extermination. They have Eternal Bond. Plenty to happen, but Dinks won't be able to use that bond if he gets deleted first here from Self in less than a keystroke on the keyboard here. Now Krasman keeping an eye. He's probably on Black Panther duty. Extermination coming out.
Kraz is trying to help stun him. Oh, the meteor clashes with the rebuilding of the map. Now, unfortunate Self.
Oh, that's a big flank right there. That's a big flank.
He sees them all grouped up like one big shish kebab here. As a follow-up comes in, it forces out the fate of both worlds. The meteor now comes.
Dude, his movement and his his map awareness is fucking disgusting.
Kraz follows up too with the clobbering time, and now you get to have Ricky finish off with that dance off as Zatex gets booted out of the Goddess of Death.
And Zatex just opens up Self's play and vice versa, right? Ricky now throwing it out. Okay, we're getting the team wipe happening, but guess who's alive? Self, and sometimes that's all you need. Panther going down, and now Iron Fist here to try to counter him. The only thing that can auto-lock and go.
Oh no. Tremble before Bass. Nope. Nope.
As Self goes down, and it's looking like the point's gonna go to Team Nim, but there's only 58 seconds. No, here we go. Ego Death hopping on the point, Vicky.
Oh, he's still stalling after making the changes. Sambo being on the
no. Oh my god. Chat, 98%. 98%.
Less than a minute left on this clock, and it still allowed the rest of Ego Death to try to fully dive back in as Amadian now activates the extermination.
Someone's got to stay on point here. We have a little bit of momentum trying to keep the point alive, but they're going to fall here. There's just too much. Oh, well, momentum does get the lanterns out. Soko going down, though, and it's going to be 1 by 1. Domino's falling, but it's a 26-second hold, almost a full point here, but no, they're still doing the job.
There's no way they're still holding. They finally capped, bro. Oh, my God.
They get the point.
Put in a new mayor in town instead because you also don't have to utilize a clobbering time. Self just,
holy shit, this is insane.
Too, while Team Nemesis now start getting this payload moving with a nice dagger onto Far.
After Self hit them with the unreactable, unable to just even focus on what just happened, this team has recollected themselves, take a little bit of an adjustment there. And strategists, the comms are probably just like screaming help at this point. But Mello, I love the switch here to Iron Fist. One of the niche picks he could do well is counter Black Panther, at least with auto tracking, make his job more difficult at the very least here. But great hold, 2 minutes left for Nemesis to push through.
And having that cheaper Town Hall as it's activated onto the back line. But
oh, no, bro. Oh, no.
To be made with the new mayor from Mello and this counter pick.
Yeah, that's beyond unfortunate because Far has the ultimate too, and so they could have just easily teamed that up. Don't know what they were doing there.
Yeah.
The stagger of the ult. Very unfortunate. Now Far paying the price. Now they lost 2 ults for
We're gonna go to bed soon, kitty.
Milo, by the way, what patch is this? Just going crazy with Iron Fist here. My God.
Curling with Alomadian also coming in with the extermination. Have Ricky 2 to follow up. Team Nemesis have a plethora of ultimates to work off of. Meanwhile, Ego Death, you talk about them using 2 of those ultimates. We'll at least have 3 coming up for this next engagement.
Yeah, but they got to get to the point now. 3-2. Are they going to let the team know they get in there? And wow, great job for Nemesis making up the point here. Madian going in with the extermination. Soko going up, going down. And right now, no connection being had. We've got the point at a full dance floor at the moment. And Sambo just trying to distract you.
And Self giving the little shimmy shake, just waiting for the dance to end before trying to dive into these backlines to try to get the follow-up. But you lose out on your Vanguard. You use up the Black Panther ult. And now your team has just been getting torn apart in the front lines while you're waiting for an opportunity to get this dive potential on the backline here.
Just crazy. Invisible Woman yells disappear, but also Self with Panther on what he's trying to do. But unfortunately,
he has another cheaper Town Hall.
Sometimes Black Panther, even with all the crazy dashes, cannot get the job done. And Self, as crazy as he is unable to get his team to protect this point. 2 minutes.
I don't know, chat. I feel like the Black Panther worked on first point, but it's not working too much on second. Hopefully he's able to make it work on third point, as there's more like close quarters and flanks.
Slight low to high ground disparity. Scatter holding all the way forward while they try to push up that cart up ahead, and they'll have Dinks having the eternal bond just to try to create and carve that pathing, while Zaytex does have the reset on the Goddess of Death.
Yeah, and again, Zaytex and are unable to get that connection happening earlier. That could just spell disaster, and it did here. But we've got to.
Oh, he switched off of Black Panther, chat. He's on the Wolves now, and he took the Magneto off the map.
Self though with the kidnap and Scatter off the map. Self switching from the Panther to another animal in Logan.
And you know what? When you have to make some swaps to the Black Panther not working out, you get that environmental KO instead. And it's beautiful here because you have the ability to use the Wolverine too. You have the ultimate as well. But Team Nemesis have so many of these strategist ults to also counter this with Ricky and Dinks.
Yeah, already the difference that we've seen from week 1 to week 2 here is that Self being able to
type exclamation mark bracket for Waffles.
Zaytex now getting rid of Mello. Mello probably gonna switch. Now the Panthers out of the mix there. They're slicing, they're dicing up Craftsman. Craftsman just trying to get off. Now the Stagger Fest could happen here. Clobbering side though coming out, and they've got the connection there. Zaytex throwing down the Goddess of Death, but we do have the dance floor going up, dropping the beat. Self now with the, oh, does he get any connection? Nothing happening from Self.
Oh no, it was the dance off here from Ricky, and that clobbering time from 4 out of 6 here. So currently with the Meteor ready to go, less than 20 seconds on the clock. They've been stalling.
Okay, chat, let's see this. Last fight.
Ego Death's win con just so that way they can re-engage at the very end here.
Yeah, I was going to say, this is actually good for what they have. Ego Death has what they need here. Self now going to a Star-Lord. I like the swap off here, and they're going to instantly get far going now. They're going to push towards the point. Soko, though, unable to get anything going for the Meteor and doesn't get the Imma pick, and it shows now as Dinks is bringing the path towards him. Follow the red brick road in what is the...
Oh my god, he faded in, he birded into that.
Zaytex trying to fly away as the bird here, the Death Crow instead. But why are you running when the fly swatter of Mello is now harassing your own backline? The freeze onto Mello before getting woken up. Defrosting Soko in a lot of trouble here too. Magneto Bubble expended on keeping Soko alive. Far was low here. Self though popping off. A professional ditto for Ego Death as the clobbering time is now.
Oh wow, he got 2 people before he died.
Got the legendary now, and they don't have the strategist thing, anything strategist-wise to counter this, and he's gonna go off here. Self pushing forward, pushing all the buttons. All right, way pure results as Mello.
Wait, why is that guy running away, bro? Is he trying to save his KD?
But it doesn't, as
die on the point, bro. Don't save
2,
KD.
But compared to what that could have been, Vicky affirmed to.
Ego Death could easily take this to the finish line. Self with these swaps, whether it be the Black Panther for point A, then you have to worry about the Wolverine for right before that final checkpoint over by the finish line, but at least to get through that one corridor by the stairwell too. Now
he's gonna do the Black Panther again. I want to see the stats. I want to see the Black Panther stats, bro.
Further highlighting Ego Death and now their new flexibility here, where their Vanguards a little bit, you know, leaning onto a weaker side on what they could do to help enable these DPS players.
Yeah, and guess what Dive does best? It does offense best, right? Now they get to be in the driver's
He is
seat
12
of
and
their
6 with
destiny,
9
of
final
their
hits
fate,
and
of their
15,000
land
damage.
potential, the upper bracket. I mean,
But look at Team Nemesis,
exactly
bro.
what
Team
they
Nemesis
did
is
damage
Zytec is not looking good right now. 4 and 9. But look at that. 24 and 3, 29 and 1, 26 and 3, 17 and 3, 24 and 2, 15 and 3.
We're gonna see if Ego Death, can they put on a show? They've messaged me. They told me they want to put on a show. Well, it's right here, ready to happen.
You let the Black Panther come by. This is what you get to see here. Ego Death putting a stop now as Team Nemesis, though, in a great first initial run now, get to try to come right back around on the defense.
Yeah, Melo's staying on Iron Fist too. Smart, plays so well with it. And again, this is going to favor dive for yourself. It's going to take this right corner as mini Panthers in a competitive ladder. Dude, nope, just kidding. He has
Wait, that's an insane flank. What the fuck?
Back route. My gosh,
I've never seen this flank before. What the fuck?
He's got the spear, waiting for the dash. Look at Melo and sniff him out. He can smell Self being around the corner, stalking his prey, trying to go up for the fist of vengeance here. As now Self is ready to dive in. He pounces.
Waiting for the best moment to
He
pounce.
jumps up, throws down, and yells disappear, but the freeze comes in.
Oh, big freeze here. Here, Kitty as a wild Black Panther tries to pounce on this backline, though, and now Melo to then follow up right afterwards, too. But you've lost out on Ricky, a crucial piece for Team Nemesis' foundation, and the dive attempt coming in from Ego that are tearing Team Nemesis apart in this.
Yeah, that's a. I mean, even though Self didn't get any kills there, he added so much pressure into the backline where his front line just walked forward and just like took over the map. Yeah, that is just fucking insane.
The portal's out, but it's not gonna be enough to stop all these bullets from Frank Castle himself, pumping and dumping his ultimate into the team. Now it's the shotgun approach, and right now Nemesis just running back into the portal. They're trying to contest any way they can, but Self is cleaning up, disappearing this team spear and dash after dash.
They were dropping like flies. It looked like a roll of
God
dominoes.
damn, dude, this is insane, man. This is insane.
Because they knew the inevitable was coming from Ego Death. And look at momentum now, making the swap over to the Loki.
Absolute insane that we're getting Panther in the last match, and that could be the difference maker. 2 minutes only for Nemesis to get to this point. They have 4 minutes and 40 seconds now. 3 ults online, no strategist ults, so they have a plenty up their sleeve here. If Nemesis can go ahead.
I think Zatex had a lock in on the Punisher after he heard me call him out that he was like 4 and 6 or some shit. Oh my God, he just dunked on that guy in the air.
That is huge. That shuts down one.
He just fucking dunked on that guy in the fucking LeBron James windmill dunk 360.
Wait this out here, looking at deep to see if you're gonna be able to have that internal bond ready to go, because you know that Self is prowling around.
And we've got Zatex up yet again. Far's gonna be close to it. They are gonna get that ult out without the combo, but Self with the alley-oop was
I never watched so much pro play in any game until this. You picked a good day to watch. These games today for NA have been some of the best games I've ever seen. Usually they're very boring and you see 2-0s, 2-0s.
Look at this jump. It takes 2 distracted out of Ego Death just to focus down on Melo, but it's a huge stagger in their favor.
Oh my gosh, the T'Challa over here putting on a clinic there with Black Panther Self just going crazy with dash after dash. Soko doing a good job as well, pushing forward. Far has the dance floor ready to go. Scatter throwing it down early, but we've got the show Sombo though taking out the strategist. This is all Ego Death, Vicky.
So close right here.
There's no way he actually, oh my God, he actually, wait, why would you do that? That was a very risky play. Using 2 of your cooldowns to go in without even doing any damage?
With 4 minutes and 35 seconds on the clock.
We've seen the reverse sweep from Nemesis. This is going to be harder than that.
Oh my.
What? I mean, look at, you can't even blink. You can't even register it before you're in the spawn room contemplating what just happened. My gosh, the nightmares Nemesis might have over this Black Panther save. They're never going to make that mistake again versus this team. And honestly, everyone trolling and laughing about Black Panther bans, you're seeing why right here, right now, opening the rest of the team up. Momentum with the ult and Soko to follow.
It wasn't the Black Panther, it was the Yellow Panther in form of the Wolverine. But these meteors missing from Soko, just trying to close in the distance here too. As on the other side, Team Nemesis are wrapping around these pillars, but they can't give up this space. They have to look behind them as Self continuously goes unchecked. You're focused on the Black Panther, but you're not.
There's no way they live and die by this guy's Black Panther is so fucking good and his team works around it so fucking well that they actually win a tournament. They put all their money into the Black Panther and it's paying off.
That danger. The spawning room is now just a reflection room. This is insane.
They're right there. They're right there. They get it.
They won with 3 minutes. They won with 3.5 minutes remaining. They fucking rolled that team, dude.
They bring the death to all the Eagles for these teams, and they completely switch up this bracket in the Americas.
Okay. I just have to say, The fact that this guy's Black Panther gets banned so much and like they can't run it, and then the one time they actually save it and protect it, they run Black Panther, and he fucking legit carries the whole fucking series is insane. Bro. 25-6, 15 final hit. That guy, oh my god.
Tech sample, Soko, we just